Hi, my name is Vincent Morial, and I am the instructor of horn at the University of Mississippi. Today we'll be going over the Year B French horn music for the Mississippi ASBDA Middle School All-State Band Audition, and then I'll perform the selections for you. The first piece is marked quite slowly and is very lyrical and slow. It's marked at only 72 beats to the eighth note. This makes counting 6/8, which can sometimes be tricky, pretty straightforward. The dotted quarter note will just get 3 beats, and the eighth note will get a single beat. We want to pay special attention in this piece to the rhythm, as it's not always the same. Sometimes these groupings of 3 notes that we have, they switch the rhythm on you, so make sure that you're paying close attention to those. We also want to make sure that we're doing the articulations that are marked. Sometimes these groups of 3 notes that we have, the dotted 8th, 16th, 8th note, will have a slur, but that last 8th note will also have a staccato mark on it. And to me, what I do with those is I tongue them, but I use a very smooth, a very connected do syllable with my tongue, because the staccato says that it needs to be articulated, but the slur indicates that it needs to be as smooth as possible, so I try and make that as connected as possible when I articulate it. There are more places to take a breath than what's marked, and those places will be shown in the score during the playthrough if you'd like to mark them in your own music. When you do take those breaths, make sure we're taking in a nice full breath, like we're saying the word how while we're breathing in. And then we'll just make sure that we're always breathing down to our stomach and getting a nice full breath. Some of them are going to be wrapped in parentheses as optional breaths, but in the playthrough I'm going to take most of them just to show you how you can sneak the ones in that you need to when you can. There is one thing to also point out. In measure 19, which is about 4 lines down, there's a quarter note and an eighth note B flat that has a line between them. And I treat that as a slur, not a tie. Otherwise, they would have just put a dotted quarter note. So we want to make sure that we re-articulate those B flats on beat 4 and beat 6 of measure 19 down there towards the end of the piece. We also really want to lean into the dynamics, and we can help ourselves out by making the double P, the pianissimo, our comfortably soft volume. Then we amp up everything else. So if pianissimo, double P, is our comfortably soft, we lean a little bit more into the pianos, the mezzo fortes, the fortes. We let the louds be louder so that the softs sound softer. That way we don't have to worry about really holding our air back to try and get a super whisper quiet pianissimo. We just make everything else louder and we get that same contrast. Most importantly, have fun with it, make it your own, and good luck.